By now, the idea of reptilian humanoids sharing this planet with us is nothing new, especially to those in the world of ufology and alien conspiracy. And if we look closer at what is being uncovered at ancient archaeological digs, it has become evident to many that signs of an ancient reptilian race may be right in front of our noses. A recent discovery at the Al-Ubaid archaeological site, where many pre-Sumerian 7,000-year-old artifacts were found, depict humanoid figures with lizard-like characteristics. Now, interested parties are left wondering whether these are images of mythical figures or actual beings who still live among us. Evidenced from Sumerian statues of the distant past, the Ubid Period is a prehistoric era particular to Mesopotamia that falls sometime between 5,500 and 4000 BCE. The period is much older than historians have accepted as the beginning of civilization associated with ancient Sumer. Sumerians are considered by academics to be the creators of civilization, 4,500 to 4000 BCE. The name Ubaid comes from the Tel al-Ubaid, the location of the earliest excavation of ancient material discovered in what is now modern-day Iraq. According to the Metropolitan Museum of Art, the people of the region left behind baked clay figurines, mainly female, decorated with painted or applique ornament and lizard-like heads, all of which have been found at a number of Ubaid sites. The site Al-Ubaid was first excavated in 1919 by archaeologist Harry Reginald Hall. Ancient origins reported that male and female figurines were found in different postures, and in most of the figurines, they appear to be wearing a helmet and have some kind of padding on the shoulders. Other figurines were found to hold a staff or scepter, possibly a symbol of justice and ruling. Each figurine has a different pose, but the strangest of all is that some female figurines hold babies suckling milk, with the child also represented as a lizard-type creature. Characterized by a distinctive type of pottery, the Ubaid culture originated on the flat alluvial plains of southern Mesopotamia, sometime around 6200 BCE. During this period, villages began cropping up where early peoples used irrigation to farm the land and fished the rivers and sea, the Persian Gulf. The Ubaid constructed cities and built some of the first temples, but it is the lizardmen among the Sumerian statues who have caught the attention of those who believe there is a race of reptilians that walk the earth. Small clay figurines unearthed by archaeologists in the Ubaid ruins yielded mostly female forms adorned with colored ornaments, and with heads resembling those of lizards. The reptilian shape used for these figurines has confused many researchers. It has also led many to speculate that the lizard-headed figurines may depict alien beings. About these distinctive humanoid lizards, lizardmen, reptilians, humanoid lizards, and other similar monikers have been applied to beings who have distinct reptilian features and characteristics, combined with human-like traits. These creatures are said to be shape-shifting humanoid aliens with the power to control the world from underground bases, and they are claimed to be related to most of the world's leaders who are bent on carrying out a nefarious agenda. David Icke has long been a proponent of the theory that a race of reptilian extraterrestrials have been manipulating humanity by pulling the strings of politicians and financiers at a global level. Ikes Theory comes from interpretations of Gnostic texts, including the Nag Hammadi, as well as biblical apocrypha like the Dead Sea Scrolls. He says he believes these texts contain evidence that certain higher vibrational beings of frequency, known as archons, appear on Earth as humans, masking their true reptilian form. He says these archontic forces are undoubtedly evil, intent on enslaving humanity for their own selfish reasons. An academic's theory of lizard humanoids. Before thinking the idea of lizard humanoids is impossible, consider the theory of American-Canadian geologist and paleontologist Dale Russell, professor at the Department of Marine Earth and Atmospheric Sciences at North Carolina State University, and senior paleontologist at the North Carolina Museum of Natural Sciences. Russell suggested an interesting thought experiment based on the possibility that dinosaurs may have, at least in part, survived the apocalypse that saw the majority of their species go extinct. The remnants of this species could possibly have evolved into highly intelligent life forms. In 1982, Dr. Russell proposed his dinosauroid theory after studying a prehistoric animal known as the Troodon. These animals had large eyes with binocular-like vision and abnormally large brains with superior intelligence. In addition, the creatures had free working fingers and the ability to grasp objects with their hands. Russell suggested that the species could have evolved over millions of years to resemble human beings. A strange news article keeps the idea alive. In 1934, the Los Angeles Times ran a front-page story about an elaborate labyrinth of caverns and passages below the city that was inhabited by lizard people. Geophysicist and mining engineer G. Warren Shufeldt, who mapped the area, said he first heard of the mythical underground city from a Native American elder. He described the reptilians as a tribe of human beings who lived below ground 5,000 years ago. The idea that a reptilian species has existed for thousands of years among human beings is persistent. Over time, the reputation of reptilians has grown more and more tainted. People who say they have encountered reptilians, including through abduction experiences and government secret meetings, report that the creatures are clearly up to no good. The reptilian plan to divide and conquer. Researcher and author Len Kasten revealed some astounding evidence in his book, Alien World Order: The Reptilian Plan to Divide and Conquer the Human Race. He explained that long ago, the Galactic Federation sent the Atlans, a fierce group of humans from the Pleiades, to Earth to confront a colony of a combative, ever-spreading alien race known as the Reptilians. A violent battle sank the continent of Lemuria and drove the reptilians underground beneath the Indian subcontinent and to Antarctica. Able to shapeshift to appear human, the reptilians then infiltrated the Atlantean civilization, abducting humans and creating reptilian hybrids. And here we are, thousands of years later, still being manipulated by the lizard race and still finding signs of the creatures in our ancient archaeological sites. Among the information revealed by Len Kasten in his research are how President Eisenhower's treaty with the Greys, signed at Holloman Air Force Base in 1954, gave the aliens authority to abduct humans for research, how reptilian-influenced ex-Nazis infiltrated the US government, and how the reptilians have produced alien-human hybrids under their control to replace the human population. Further, Kasten explained how the human race is enmeshed in a skillfully concealed plot to enslave humanity and exploit our planet's physical and biological resources. Focusing on crucial events in the decades after World War II, Kasten examines the reptilians' human allies, the Illuminati, who control the levers of financial, technological, and military power throughout the world through various secret societies. And now historical evidence, such as artifacts from the Ubid Period and other ancient sites, continues to support legends and experiences that have long been ignored or dismissed as metaphorical or primitive ideas. The question remains whether ancient peoples were not creating representations of nature in their art, but rather literal depictions of actual beings whose presence was well known. As more evidence emerges, perhaps, at long last, we will be able to parse myth from modern reality and so-called reptilian gods from art that is imitating life.
With so many conspiracy theories out there, it's hard to keep track of them all. Welcome to What We Know, where we try to uncover the histories and mysteries of the world by presenting all different theories out there, and the only narrative we push is this. Here's what we know, make up your own mind.
If you enjoy this video and want to see more like it, please consider subscribing to us and hitting the like button. Feel free to write a comment below and suggest which theory you want to see next. If you'd like to further support this channel, please consider joining. Our membership link will be found in the description box below. We appreciate your support, and as always, thanks for watching.